Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Priyanka Jadhav and today we will be learning about control and coordination, that is 7th chapter from 10th standard. Before we start our chapter, let us see which topics we will be covering in this chapter. We will learn about movements. Yes, every living organism shows the characteristics of movement. We will be learning about animals' nervous system, which includes structure of neuron and neuromuscular junction, where the nervous system and muscles are joining. We will also learn about the reflex action, the process which shows stimulus and response action, that is called as reflex arc. We will learn about the human brain, the coordination in plants, how plants are also coordinating with each and other for their progress. We will learn about the response to stimuli. We will also learn movement due to growth, as we know that plants show the movement by its growth. We will be learning about hormones in animals, which includes endocrine glands in human beings. Male and female have different organs, or we can say endocrine glands. Now let us start with movement. Children, we have seen that a seed germinates and grows, and we can see that the seedling moves over the course of few days. It pushes soil aside and comes out. But if its growth were to be stopped, these movements would not happen. Some movements, as in animals, many animals and some plants are not connected with growth. For example, see in this picture, cat is moving, right? Cat is running. The children are playing on swings. Buffaloes chew cud. These are not movements caused by growth. Some movements caused by growth, whereas some are not caused by growth. Why do we associate such visible movements with life? A possible answer is that we think of movements as a response to a change in environment of the organism. A cat may be running because it has seen a mouse, or in this picture she has seen the ball. Not only that, we also think that movement as an attempt by living organism to use changes in the environment to their advantages. Plants grow out into the sunshine. Children try to get pleasure and fun out of swinging. Buffaloes chew cud to help break up the food so as to be able to digest it better. When bright light is focused on our eyes, or when we touch a hot object, we detect the change and respond to it with movement in order to protect ourselves. If we think a bit more about this, it becomes apparent that all these movements in response to the environment is carefully controlled, and each kind of change in environment evoke an appropriate movement in response. Clearly, the movement to be made depends on the event that is triggering it. Therefore, such controlled movement must be connected to the recognition of various events in the environment. Now, living organisms must use systems providing control and coordination. Now, what exactly is control and coordination? In first picture, you can see that what is control? It is the power of restraining and regulation by which something can be started, slowed down, expedited, or stopped. And what is coordination? It is orderly or harmonious working of different but interrelated parts so as to perform one or more activities very smoothly. In earlier chapter, we have learned that life processes how every organ or every system is related to the next organ or system. Here we can conclude that each process is controlled and coordinated with the other system to run proper functioning. Coordination in animals is divided into two major parts. First is nervous coordination and second is chemical coordination. First of all, we will learn about the nervous system. In animals, such control and coordination are provided by nervous and muscular tissues, which we have studied in class 9. Touching a hot object is an urgent and dangerous situation for us. We need to detect it and respond to it. How do we detect that we are touching a hot object? All the information from our environment is detected by a specialized tips of some nerve cells. Let us learn the animal's nervous system. In animals, such control and coordination are provided by nervous and muscular tissues, which we have learned in 9th standard. Let us learn nervous coordination, the electrical coordination. In this picture, you can see a neuron cell. Neuron is a structural and functional unit of nervous system. A neuron is longest cell in human body up to 100 cm. It is also made up of one cell body and cell processes, which includes axon and dendrons. Let us learn the structure of neuron. In this first picture, you can see a neuron. The orange colored part is called as the cell body. It has the granular cytoplasm, and that's why it is also called as granular cytoplasm or granular cell body. It has a nucleus in the center. It has many branches which are called as dendrites or dendrons. Dendrites means branches. The cell body continues with the axon, a tube-like structure which is covered by the myelin sheaths. Myelin sheaths protects the electrical impulse. Axon ends with the nerve endings. In the second picture, you can see a neuromuscular junction. The name itself tells us that the neuron and muscles are joining with the synapse, and the joining is called as neuromuscular junction. Information acquired at the end of the dendrite tip of nerve cells set off a chemical reaction that creates an electrical impulse. This impulse travels from the dendrite to the cell body and then along the axon to its end. At the end of the axon, the electrical impulse set off and release some chemicals. These chemicals across the gap or synapse and start a similar electrical impulse in dendrite of next neuron. This is the general scheme of how nervous impulse travel in the body. So here we have learned how neurons work together in coordination. In next video, we will be learning about what happens in reflex action. What is the reflex art? So stay tuned for the further information. Thank you and have a great day.